about at the end, and I'll speak for myself, but I think Chris will agree, we appreciate your participation in this workshop, and that what makes an interesting workshop is all of you, not us. We wanted to spend just the last few minutes talking about this handout in your packet that says ethical dilemmas and their impact on attorney mental health, in-house counsel at the top. We all say that at the top, but you know. It's a two-pager that starts with strive for self-awareness. Just want to touch, you can read this, but Chris and I just want to touch on these bullet points. The first one is, oh, right, okay. Before I do this, I received some guidance from outside counsel. Let me start first, before I go over this, to ask you, what are the things in the last 3 hours that you are taking away from this workshop? Before I give you things that I want you to take away, what are you taking away?
Don't kill your lawyer.
Don't kill your lawyer. I like that. Yeah, that's the highlight for me. What else?
Perspective.
Perspective, yeah. Keep things in perspective.
Know your options,
Know your options.
or if you don't, then just take a minute
Yeah.
and
Stop.
maybe, yes.
That's a good one. Know your options and stop. It goes back to what I said before. You don't have to act right away. Take a breath. Just don't. Don't act. Don't do anything. I think you said that before. That's an option too. Don't do anything. Wait. Good. Okay.
Yeah, know the difference between advocacy and making your own problem.
Okay. Difference between advocacy and personalizing it. Because for her, it became way too personal. She lost all objectivity. But after all, this is just a job.
Your identity can't be wrapped up into who you work for.
Right.
It is, in essence, a job.
That's right. Your identity
So
should
you're a
not
lawyer
be.
wherever you go.
It should be important to you. Obviously, you're all professionals. That should be something you strive for, to be a good attorney for your clients, for your companies. But not taking it too far, where it is the only thing.
And
We have
it's
some
a
questions about
correlation.
some facts.
Questions about facts? Yes.
On the Don Jeffries signed that memo.
Yes.
Why would the general counsel be signing a memo like that?
He
It
was.
wasn't anymore.
I
Yeah,
know
he
that he
wasn't.
obviously signed that memo at some time.
He did, but he probably wasn't. Yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe he wasn't generally.
And so was she protecting the company or was she protecting him?
Yeah.
Because his signature would have been on the memo that she read.
Right.
And the whole thing is cast in that way. And so maybe it's not about the company. Maybe it's about the guy who got her where she was
Maybe.
in the position that she was in.
That's right.
But regardless, why was he signing that memo?
Good question.
I think you always have to keep in mind that this is Hollywood. I mean, you know, the thing that got me is the statement about it paying for itself. Unless we get an 100% more,
Right.
100%
Yeah.
marginal tax rate, we're not going to, you know,
People can figure
send
that
$400 million out the door and be even Steven. I mean,
Right.
just, that's the laws of math that not but your point earlier was sometimes the extreme example can still be used to
Right.
sharpen the focus on the issue. But there, you know, maybe, but the answer to your comment is that could be Hollywood.
Right. The fact that he signed it.
Yeah.
No, the role.
He signed it, he was a lawyer. He watched this whole thing go through. He knew what she was going through, kind of, sort of. I mean, there's another lawyer in this show.
Yeah.
Set her up.
And somebody in our group said, he set her up.
Ooh,
That was the
yeah.
discussion in our group.
I wouldn't do
He
that.
set her up.
Interesting. Any other takeaways
Take the fall.
from you
Look
all?
for help.
What's that?
Look for help.
Look for help. Yeah. Don't go it alone. Absolutely.
I think at every stage, the whole options and look for help, even after she started making mistakes, she could have stopped it. She
Right.
always had other options.
She did. And you'll see the second bullet down at the bottom of the page. It says, "Do what's harder when it's easier." I love that quote.
Also,
There's
once you-
always, even though something's hard, It's easier now than if you wait. Go ahead.
It's just once you've made one bad decision, then the rest of them just pile on. So you're better, like you said, to think or stop or get perspective, whatever it is, before you make the first bad choice.
And then the last bullet point we have there sort of follows out of that. And this is especially important for you guys as people in in-house counsel. You have a unique opportunity to basically try to help create a healthy office culture. Think about what it must have been like in the general counsel department at UNorth to admit a mistake over anything, especially things of this magnitude. But look deeper, looking at our own practices, we're not all doing $3 billion litigation. Some of you may have things that big and that significant on your caseload. Mine's not quite at that scale, I know. But the question is, how are mistakes dealt with? What kind of culture pervades the office in which you practice? Maybe you're solo, maybe there's only 2 or 3 of you.